Hey guys, it's Coach Bill, and one of the most common questions I get from individual agents is, when is the right time to make my first hire? And I'll tell you what the answer is. The answer is yesterday. Now stick with me for just a second. I'm going to prove it to you. I have a question for you, and think really hard about this. What's an hour of your time worth? So let's say that an hour of your time is worth $100 or $250 or $500 or whatever number you came up with. Let's just call it 100. Here's your homework. I'd like for you to go through the next business day, making a note of every single activity that you do during that day. And you just kind of bullet point those things out. And then at the end of the day, you ask yourself the question, if I were to hire someone to do that activity for me, what would it cost me to hire that out? So let's just say that maybe there's some data entry or some running out and putting out signs or lock boxes or something like that you could pay someone $15 an hour to do. Anything on this list that's under $100 an hour could be a leverageable task to your first person, your executive assistant, or your first administrative person. Now, I hear what some of you may be saying or what you may be thinking. And this is kind of a chicken or an egg conversation. What if you're in a position where you don't have an extra $15 an hour to pay someone? And I'll tell you, and this may sting just a little bit, the reason you don't have an extra $15 an hour to pay someone is because you're busy doing that work yourself right now. So let's just look at the math. If you value your time at $100 an hour and you're doing $15 an hour work, it's like you're net negative $85 in that hour and you still had to do the work. So if you'll do this homework exercise, figure out what you can leverage off to somebody else and just get started. And in that period of time, use that extra time that you free up to go do $100 an hour work. You'll be glad you did.